could be. Yona is available. I don't think he's amazing with Lilia, but have been seeing it with some of the AP junglers coming through. But otherwise here, you know, in terms of the mid lane, Zoe is, yeah, the option that's left open.
Yep.
Works well
it's going to be
team fighting.
the really sleepy composition.
Yes.
As we've got the Lilting Lullaby and the Trouble Bubble as Akali being considered. I really like this. It does give you a lot of variance as far as your damage, and Akali doesn't lane too badly into the Gnar either. He's not going to give her as much of a hard time being able to, you know, shroud around and throw Qs and things like that. So this is what they've decided to do to round out the Live Sandbox roster, and I'm about it, you know? It's going to mean that team fights are going to be, you know, somewhat difficult. Not exactly a lot of frontline here for Live Sandbox, but otherwise, it's a fun idea.
Goes in, finds out, like you mentioned, that it's actually free. Goes over there. A little bit of, hold that thought. Effort.
Yeah, there's the Shockwave fly in a lot of trouble here. Does have flash, but no opportunity to use it, and that is going to be Effort's Nautilus picking up the first blood.
Yeah, I mean, not who you wanted it to be on. If you're Fate, you're like, oh, seriously, man? But hey, you secure a kill. It was a perfect setup there. I'll watch this pick from Effort again. Max range dredge line, and Fly is just taken out.
Yeah,
stealing the kill
that he could do. Yeah, I think, you know, when we're at this level of play, it's just better to make sure that the kill happens. Not looking like it. Summit gonna make his way in, though, and Leo does have the killer instinct available. He can be there in the nick of time. And Afrika, they seem to know this as they're backing away. Effort looking for the fight now as Shockwave comes in, and Summit, massive damage into the backline. The Lilia does not last more than a couple of seconds, and now Summit's zoning everyone away. They'll also grab themselves the Rift Herald. Live Sandbox, a much better early game so far. Much better re-engage, or much better fight there for them as they re-engage, and it's all about Summit, right? As soon as everybody's health bars start to get very, very low, Summit is going to be able to do massive damage and actually clean up the whole fight. Targets.
Keen.
Okay, this is danger. Yep, Keen, he's real dead. Crocker's going to steal that one away with the collateral damage. I love it. Make sure you spread the assists around as much as possible. Yeah. Yeah, going where you're saying, that was definitely the I'm in danger Simpsons meme there, for sure. Oh dear. Sad hard
time.
to be an Afrika fan today, though, Wolf. It's out of time a little bit getting back to this this dragon, but I still think that Live Sandbox are in a good position to take it. Yeah, teleport coming through. They are going to fight this 100%. Afrika, the timing doesn't work out for them actually with these backs to start the Drake early, so all they could do is get a positional advantage here and try to clear up some of the vision. Yeah, there's Effort's just going to flash his way in. Croco as well, a lot of damage potential as Fate is going to be able to lock down that kill, and now Live Sandbox are looking for it. The crash down from Lehens, but unfortunately, it's a little bit too little, too late. Bang, the Samira's doing some work, but it's just not enough. That should be the ace. As Live Sandbox, they say, well, I mean, we'll take both the Dragon and the Baron. Yep, pretty nice cleanup here. All started by Effort with the flash over the wall. He started this game off with a very, very impressive kill in mid lane, and in this position here, flash over the wall, instantly getting a grab onto Keen. Keen is blown up. And then how do you fight this at this point? The trigger here for Bang gets his S rank is used defensively. Effort's the only one in range. He's got his stopwatch from earlier, so he's totally fine. And Bang and Effort, you know, they didn't dominate the lane per se. They didn't, or sorry, Leo and Effort, excuse me. They didn't dominate the lane per se. They didn't attack onto Effort potentially, but Effort actually wants the fight. As you can see, the depth charge comes in. Now Leo, he's off to the side. This Kai'Sa still with Killer Instinct available. Croco trying to get out, and he actually is going to be able to. Effort probably not going to be so lucky as Summit finds the rel in the backline. Fate trying to keep himself alive as well as this Blast Cone eventually going to get used as Dread will fall down. Fly just evaporates as Leo spots him for half a second and then sinks the teeth in. Now Summit is hunting for Bang and for Keen. As Croco gets himself into this brush, it is warded, but Bang and Keen, they cannot get anywhere near this Live Sandbox team, and Summit is still chasing them. They should be able to break open the base right here. Yeah, this is certainly going to be the inhibitor going down, as right now Bang and Keen are trying to decide if they want to, it's a fight or flight moment here. I think the flight is the correct option at this stage, even with the fruit giving them a little bit of health back there. Grabbing that This inhibitor is not long for the world on the bottom side, and the mid lane has already been dealt with while we were looking at that replay as Lehen's looking for another aggressive engage, but Magnet Storm's finding no value, and Effort just decides that he's going to go in and kill everyone. Double kill for Croc already, and they are way too far behind. I respect Afrika going for it, but it was unfortunately never going to happen, and Liv Sandbox 18-1, an absolute shellacking here at 26 minutes, will be taking down the Nexus. And this might be an early night, Wolf.
Could be. It could be Atlas. I think the big takeaway here is the Afrika hopefuls might be feeling a little bit less hopeful after this series. Afrika had a few good games they played. They had dominant early games in the lead up to this series. But in this series, they looked frankly lost. Without Lehen's being able to play the Seraphine, they couldn't get lane prio in any lane across both games. The first game, not understanding how to macro around dragon control, just constantly rotating to the wrong side of the map. And I mean, if you're an Afrika fan right now, time to buckle up and hope